In the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, with verse 23, it says, above all else. Now, what would that sound to you? Above all else is just that, isn't it? Above all else, do this. What did it tell you? Guard your heart above all else, with all diligence, for out of it springs the issues of life. Put a guard around your heart, above all else, above all the gifts of the Spirit, the fruits of the Spirit. Do this one thing. Put a guard on your house. You know, if you put a guard on your heart, you won't have to put a muzzle on your mouth. Did you hear what I said? I said if you keep a guard on your heart, you won't have to put a muzzle on your mouth. So he said, above all else, do this. Let me go on. He says, above all else, he says, keep your heart with all diligence, for out of it spring forth the issues of life. Now, you know, you never got in trouble for not talking. Nobody ever got a spanking because they kept their mouth shut. You know how people walk in, you see people with a black eye, you know, they got that black eye. It ain't because they walked into the door. It's because they opened their mouth. Are you listening to me? So look what he says. He says, put away from you a deceitful mouth. Isn't that interesting? These words of wisdom that King Solomon just shared with us emphasizes the importance of protecting our innermost being, our spirit man, our soul. Our heart is the source of our thoughts. Our soul is the source. I'm using these words interchangeably. Our soul is the place of our thoughts, our attitudes, our beliefs, and our actions. They all flow out of the heart. So above all else, guard those issues. Because if you don't guard your soul, then out of your soul is going to come issues. And those issues are going to create problems in your life. It doesn't matter how much you can prophesy, how well you can dance, how much you can do any of those other things. If above all else, if you don't guard your heart, you'll open the door to something else.